Hey girl, hey. Or guy, or you. Hey you, hey. Welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite curly space cadet, me. And we're back again for another one. And this is Real Housewives of Potomac, episode 5 of this season. Okay, because I'm a little behind. So we're gonna catch up, okay? And so this episode starts right where the last one left off, with them at that dinner table with all of Mia's friends there to attack Karen. And Mia really did try to play that off, like she didn't bring them there to attack Karen, like, oh, they're all here to tell stories about me on Wendy's birthday trip weekend. This whole trip is not about Wendy. Anyway, so, you know, Joy drops that little tidbit, and they think they got one up on Karen. It's like, oh, Karen, you know, you butt dialed me. Those girls think I'm with Ray. Karen says she was probably talking to her driver, you know, playing it off, but y'all not gonna ever catch Karen and know nothing. Karen is so slippery. She slips up because she says, well, you know, I always call my driver, and I was with my driver, and so she says always, and Mia says not always, and she goes, well, you know that time we were all out and you got in the car to drive home, and and she said she stopped and then called her driver. So she admitted to kind of driving a little intoxicated. She really should not have said that, but at least she didn't drive all the way home. She does have more confidence in herself when she has been drinking to get behind the wheel, that she should definitely look at. Like, you shouldn't have that kind of confidence to want to get behind the wheel and drive yourself home when you've been drinking. You should immediately say, I've been drinking, I should probably call a car. And we keep talking about this butt dial, and the butt dial, if y'all really realize, Mia said that butt dial happened the next morning, not the night. So Mia saying Karen was drunk the next morning, saying that they thought the girls were saying that they thought she was with her. She wasn't with Ray. Mia, what are you trying to say? That was in the confessional. And so they go back in after that dinner, and they literally just sit around twiddling their thumbs, waiting for Wendy to turn 40 at 12 a.m. And then they all twerk their butts and go to bed, basically. Like, we get a speech, but it was so boring. This is not Wendy's birthday trip. So this is not really Wendy's birthday trip. And Karen is so very slippery, okay? You're never going to catch her. You are not going to catch Karen. But while it is a peaceful moment that the girls are up twerking and celebrating Wendy for her 40th birthday, to me it feels a little forced. It does. It feels extremely forced. Like, extremely forced. The next morning we get Mia and Jacqueline by the pool having a discussion about how Karen is a tough nut to crack. Stop trying to crack her then. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. And instead of going more into that conversation with Jacqueline, Mia decides to talk about her situation with her and Gordon. And I'm really happy that Jacqueline was just like, I agree with Gordon that you keep him strung along and are basically just using him. Because Jacqueline feels like Mia should just cut the cord and move along. Like, why are you keeping him so close to you when you're with another man already? And that's clearly hurting him. And it's making him act out even more. So is it more beneficial for you to be close by, or is it more beneficial for you to just cut it off? Me personally, in my opinion, I think it'd be more beneficial for you to cut it off, Mia. That's my personal opinion. And we get Mia telling Jacqueline that she's gonna stick by his side. Like, Kayla, me, the curly space cadet here, even in that monologue, that was me, my opinion. But I don't understand Mia's perspective. Like, she's putting it as, it's more helpful for him if I stick around, but I feel like it's hurting him more to see her moving the way she's moving in his face. And then next we got to see Gizelle and her girls graduate. Such a touching moment, such a beautiful moment to see two beautiful black girls graduate. And it was a beautiful ceremony. That's all I could really say about it. So now we move into the fantastic brunch buffet for Wendy's birthday. Wendy's birthday, because we're here for Wendy's birthday. Birthday, right? Right. And so Mia sits down at the table and announces, today we're gonna go to my old chiropractic office, the first joint that I opened here, you know, the first doctor's office that I opened. Flex on them. I don't know how much of a flex it is because no one believes anything Mia says. Mia's a liar, and no one believes anything Mia says. Allegedly, Mia's a liar, I have to say, apparently, but you know, Mia's a liar. Anyways, we get, oh, and then the chiropractor's name, she tells us, is Mr. McDaddy. And we're going to get into that in the next review because that's hilarious when we get there and we see what happens. But we get Gizelle giving Wendy a call to tell her happy birthday. She even did a jig and a dance. If you know, you know. We've come a long way, haven't we? We've come a very, very long way. Well, that was a mean joke, Kayla. That was not nice. But no, it seriously seems like Gizelle is completely changed. She's 180% different. 180, yeah. 180. It's been a 180 from the Gizelle we've seen before. She's way more interested in getting to know other people and forgiving people. Forgiveness has been on her heart this year. Amen. Let the church say, God is good. But then we get Karen noting that Gizelle and Mia have moved a long way, and Wendy agrees, letting her know that she's all about moving forward and being open. And Jacqueline jumps in and says, you just got to let things go. When you hold grudges, it's going to make you old. It's going to make you a bitter old bitch. And you all know who Jacqueline is talking about because there's only really one old bitch on this cast. Right? When she's asked, are you talking about Karen? She doesn't even stand 10 toes down in her insult, y'all. Like, Jacqueline, if you're going to sit here and say some stuff, chest up, girl, man up, say it. Say it loud and proud. Like, you're talking about Karen because you have some riff with Karen. Say it then. Because Karen coming at you. Armor off, honey. She is coming for you. You came for her, so she is coming for you. And boy, did she. Bazooka. Anyways, Kiana steps in to help her friend and defend her friend, and she talks to Mia and she says, Mia, I don't understand what that was last night. What the hell was that last night? A 3-year throwback? You're going to bring up something from 3 years ago to come for Karen? Why are you going to do that? And then Mia says, well, clearly you're speaking up and you need a flute, so, you know, this is... I don't like what Mia keeps saying. This is Housewives boot camp, because that's not what this is. And let me be very clear about what I mean. Housewives is supposed to be a reality show that follows the reality lives of the women who are rich, wealthy, who we want to emulate their lifestyles. I don't want to watch some contrived plot that you keep making up and forcing down my throat, pretending like you don't know who your baby daddy is, and then feigning, oh, it's all editing. That's not what I'm here for. You understand me? Do you understand why people are having so much fun watching Real Housewives of Salt Lake City and Beverly Hills? It's because we get the fabulosity along with the messy ass storylines that is their real lives so far. Mia. You could be a great housewife if you didn't try so hard. You're such a fucking try hard. And every single person you bring with you tries even harder than you. Anyways, I just had to get that out of me. This is not Housewives boot camp, okay? This is Real Housewives. And that is why Kiarna got her flu, because nobody is putting up with your bullshit, okay? They go back and forth about I got my flu and you're in training to get your flu, and then Mia goes into, you want me to talk about your drug dealing boyfriend maybe? Wait. And Ashley thirsty ass to get any kind of screen time over there, like, yeah, I heard that. Shut up, girl. Shut up. Shut it up. But, you know, Kiarna's quick with it. Have y'all noticed how quick Kiarna is with it? She came right back. And she was just like, how you gonna talk about me and my past when you... Girl. And she's like, what drug dealing boyfriend? My boyfriend now? My boyfriend now? He ain't no drug dealer. You talking about my past? So what? My boyfriend now. Let's talk about the present, honey. Because you got past too. And then Mia goes and takes it even lower and calls her Stitches. Well, you would know about, because, you know, Kiarna called her the streets. You know, he was in the streets. You are the streets. And then Mia goes and calls her Stitches. Mia, I don't think, especially, listen, Mia, if you are going to get upset at anybody coming at your physical appearance, you should never say nothing about nobody else's physical nothing, because you are the easiest target on this cast. Face-wise, honey. Face-wise. And yeah, it's a sore subject for you, but if it's a sore subject for you, you should probably keep your mouth shut. And I think that's why Kiarna didn't say nothing at first. She kept it not cute. She was angry. She did an angry cry. If you know that angry cry where you want to slap a bitch, but you know you're on camera and you can't show your ass, your mama watching you back there. She did that angry cry. She stormed off, and but before she did that, because Ashley thought it was appropriate at that moment to say, you know, is there even a scar there? Ashley, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Ashley. Just because you don't have no storyline does not mean you should go and antagonize other people for the fun of it. We don't need Ashley 1.0 when she was season 1, where Ashley was unhinged season 1. She was unhinged season 1. When once Kiarna blows up at Ashley, Kiarna goes, you of all people should never talk to me. Ever. And that is true. Ashley should never, ever talk to her. Ever. You see how well the show has been going. You haven't even seen them communicate with each other this whole time. And it has not disrupted the group at all. And honestly, Kiarna's putting in a lot of work on this cast, and I'm enjoying what I'm seeing with her. What can you say about what Ashley has done this season? Let's move on. So Kiarna comes back to the table and just politely, kindly tells Ashley to leave her the fuck alone and never talk to her again. And if you have any questions or any personal questions, you can direct them to yourself, because they are off limits. And then the girls agree to pack up the messiness and just let it go. And Karen just says, can I just ask one messy question? One messy question. So she starts asking Jacqueline about her partner. And she's like, what about Mr. PP? You know, are you going strong? Yeah. Well, what about his 25 convictions? And Karen starts spewing her facts about her 25 convictions on her enemy's ex-boyfriend. Jacqueline says she's blowing out of proportion what Karen's talking about. She's saying it was a racist department, internal investigation, yada yada. The streets are saying, allegedly, this is all alleged. The streets are saying it was, I read on Reddit that it looked like he took something out of when they were doing an investigation. Something went missing and probably home with him. That was the speculation. So, and there were some other accounts, and yeah, he got fired. That was the result of what happened. And she's just like, yeah, that did happen. And I can't believe you would go so low as to bring that up. How dare you? How dare you? Karen was just like, listen, honey, you defame me in this group. I don't feel sorry for anything or anyone right now. And Jacqueline was like, with 2 DUIs. And she's like, I don't have 2 DUIs, you dingbat. Karen is so witty. She is so fast with it. Then, y'all, this episode was entirely them at brunch the next day. And so then the group, after this big explosive conversation that just happened, they all split up to get ready to go do what they're about to go do for the day, which is go to this chiropractic joint that Mia supposedly opened her first doctor's office. And yeah, they split up to talk about what just happened. And so Mia and Ashley and Jacqueline go into one room and start talking about the conversation at the table and bringing up all of Karen's charges. And they're just like, the evidence is right here. You can read it right here on the paper. Mia's showing these charges to Ashley, and Ashley's just like, oh, wow, well then, you know. And the three of them are trying to figure out the proper wording for those who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. And the ironic issue with them letting those words come out of their mouths about Karen. Honey, you guys are glass houses. All 3 of you have the thinnest glass house I've ever seen on the market. Daintiest glass. Glass breaking, you know? What are you talking about? And so Stacy comes into the room and joins them to see what they're talking about, and they show Stacy the list of convictions against Karen, and they show it to her, and they go, this is what you're supporting, this is what you stand for. And that's some really strong wording from Mia, you know. You're trying to gather the girls, but that's some really strong wording you got going on there, honey. And you try to gather the girls, and Karen's going to gather you right on up, sweetie pie. Because at the end of this, Mia and Jacqueline go in to say, you know, we are worried about Karen. That's why we're bringing all of this up. Because Stacy is a really good one. I really like Stacy in addition to this cast, because Stacy is pointing out a lot of inconsistencies in the way that they're handling what they're handling. And she just goes, why do you guys have such a hard on for Karen? Like, every 5 seconds you guys are coming after her and coming after her with something more when she's going through something right now. And they're just like, these are the charges you are defending right now. And she's just like, well, if she needs care help right now, why are y'all coming so hard at her? And then Mia has the audacity to come out of her lips and say, we think Karen needs rehab. And Stacy tells us in her confessional that they told her that Karen told them that she went to rehab and needs it again. I'm thinking that's what they're saying. And so Stacy's just like, wait, what? I am uncomfortable. And Ashley, that's when Ashley's still in this moment here standing with the girls talking. And Ashley's like, oh, I don't think that. Ashley's like, tiptoe don't want no part of that part. Like, she's for some mess, but not that one, not that mess. She don't want a part of that mess. So Stacy immediately is just like, yeah, I'm gonna go talk to my friend. She goes immediately to Karen and says, I need to talk to you. tells her everything that just happened. And I like the way that she prefaces it. And you know, Karen's gonna stand up for herself. Karen already has her excuse ready. I am not, these are all accusations. I am not charged with anything. I have not been proven guilty. I am fighting a case. You know, those are the things you're gonna hear from her. But Stacy's just like, wait, there's more, because it's even worse than that. They told me that you need rehab. Should I be concerned for you as a friend? Should I be worried about you? Stacy, she was an actress. She playing y'all, but I like what she did here. And then we get the to be continued, which I'm gonna get real tired of that to be continued. Just show me the fucking preview for the next episode. But that's all that happened in this episode. Stick around for the next episode. It should be premiering in like 30 minutes. Thank y'all for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. This is just a little recap to get you caught up on Real Housewives of Potomac. And if you like this or more content, hit that like button, subscribe, and share me with your friends, okay? Because I need your help to get me to 500 subscriptions or 1,000 if we're going to Korea to go see Big Bang next year. Anyways, it's your favorite curly space cadet. We out.